Anyway, today's topic, we got a couple of topics today. We got to clear the air first here. Let's clear the air.
Wait.
Clear the air. The air is kind of foggy in here, and, I'm feeling some kind of way.
Wait, is it about your nuts?
Nah, that's like a whole other situation. I got to pull groin, ladies and gentlemen, because, all right, so I've been working out like a motherfucker, right? Trying to lose this weight, trying to get slim and thin again, and I pulled my groin. But the pull was so bad that my right nut started hurting, right? Now, I had surgery on my right nut before, and when was that, Becky?
Wait, why does the world want to know about your nut
you
surgery?
the one that brought it up.
No.
You the one that brought it up, so we're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about my nuts.
I'm thinking 20.
08?
And Beck is being complicit. You're actually answering questions about his
08,
nuts.
09?
Oh, I think it was 08 because we was down at the other end of the city. So, all right, no bullshit, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know how this type of shit happens. So I go to the shower one morning, right? This is after a workout, and like after a workout the previous day, and I'm talking about I worked it out. So I wake up in the morning, and the first thing a dude does when he gets in the shower.
Is this true, people?
This is 100% true.
I want somebody. People.
We need to verify this. He's the only man in the room right now.
Verify this for us, please.
100%. Every man, the first thing they wash in the shower is their nuts.
All right. This is what we want you to verify, men, listeners. Please tell us if he is lying or not.
Nah, it's the truth. Because
so you compared this with other people. Did you?
No, men.
Did you take a survey and you asked
you don't need
other
to.
men?
You don't.
Is the first thing you wash is your nuts?
Your nuts.
So it's like a unwritten rule of manhood.
No, it's not unwritten. It's written down somewhere. But
how do you know this? Did you read it?
You wash. It's like nature. That's all it is. Is nature.
No.
Naturally, you wash your nuts first, and I'm gonna tell you why. Couple of reasons why, actually. So this is where it goes. When a man takes a shower, it's 99% of the time nuts first, armpits second, and then everything else.
Wait, so you wash your nuts?
Mm-hmm.
And you say you had just come from the gym?
No, this was in the morning. So I took a shower before I went to bed that night.
Okay, so you washed your nuts and then you washed your armpits. Does your armpit smell like nuts?
Sometimes.
Obviously, if you're using the same towel, I'm assuming.
No, it's not because of that. It's just because of typically your crotch smells like your armpits.
Really?
Maybe women. Maybe
your crotch smells like it. Beck, does your crotch and your armpits...
Crotch, not crouch.
I'm sorry, crotch. Does your crotch and your armpits smell the same?
And I'm not talking about on a normal day. I'm talking about you're sweaty and...
On a gym day, let's be sweaty.
A gym day.
So does your armpit and your crotch smell the same?
And don't lie, because I can verify.
All right, you need to speak up. People can't see you.
Don't lie.
Is that
I
a
can
yes
verify.
or no?
No, they do not.
Thank you. I appreciate that. All right, I
disagree.
I would like
I disagree.
I would like our listeners, once again, this is another survey. Please tell us, after you've worked out, yard work, when you're anything that causes you to sweat, does your crotch and your armpits smell the same?
Let's think about it, though. Okay, so we're talking areas that are in between folds of skin, right?
Mm-hmm.
That sweat, right?
Well,
why would they smell different? Why would your armpits
because
smell
there's different bacteria in those
no,
areas.
It's the same. Well, y'all got different bacteria, but men don't. We got the same bacteria everywhere.
Lies.
Everywhere.
Lies. Anyway, so continue.
So anyway, I'm washing my nuts in the shower, and I noticed that I'm using a lot more soap than normal, right? So I said, damn, I didn't know my nuts take this much soap. So I reached down with my hand to grab my nuts, and they
so you didn't feel it when you were washing it?
Man, when you're taking a wash rag, you just scrubbing. So I take my hand and I grab my nuts, right? And they start like falling out the other side of my hand. And I said, my nuts don't do this. This ain't normal. I'm supposed to be able to palm them bitches. So I looked down and it looked like my nuts had grew another set of nuts.
Oh, so basically you suffer from small nut syndrome?
Call it what you want. But my nuts had grew another set of nuts just on one side. So one side was, for those of you watching on video, one nut was like this big, right?
The size of a walnut?
The other nut, the right side, was
size of a grapefruit?
This big. And I'm looking and I'm
size
like,
of an orange.
Grapefruit, orange. To me, it might as well have been a bowling ball. I'm like, yo, my nuts swole. And I thought that was like normal. I thought that maybe what's supposed to happen. My nuts swole. So I'm like, I give it a couple days because that's how black men do. We don't see something alarming like your nuts growing another set of nuts and say, I need to go to a doctor.
Well, that's all men. Now that I can verify. All men, y'all tend to not
take a
panic.
wait and see approach.
Right. Let's see what's gonna happen.
No, it was panic, but it was also like no matter what, it's like, oh, my nuts swole. I need to go lay down for a little while. That's all. So
a nap is gonna fix it.
About 3 days go by. I'm putting ice on my nuts. I'm putting all kinds of shit. Probably gonna put some Bengay, some witch hazel.
You sprayed some Windex on it?
Probably. I mean, I was. So then I get online, and this was in the early
Dr.
days.
Google. Here we go.
And I'm like, swollen nuts, really big. Let me tell you, people, really big. And that shit comes back with testicular cancer. And I'm like, motherfucker, I got cancer in my nuts. So finally end up going to a doctor. Doctor was like, you have what's called a hydrocele. And the doctor was like, sometimes they go away, sometimes they don't. So just wait and see. And I said, not acceptable. So he was like, well, I'm going to tell you, I'm not going to operate on it because the complications outweigh
the benefits.
I said, not acceptable. So he was like, I'm sorry. So then I had to go searching for a urologist who would perform this surgery because my nuts looked like they was like gangster leaning to one side. And it was uncomfortable when I was driving because when you're driving, your nuts
you sit on your nuts.
Yeah, they just usually rest on the seat. This shit was like all up under my leg and stuck to my leg. And I'm like, Jesus Christ. So finally I found this old urologist. He was like, yeah, I can knock that out for you. I'll go ahead. See what'll happen is I'll make an incision on the side of your scrotum. I'll pull your testicle out. And my eyes got big right there. Like, you'll pull my testicle out. What the fuck? Can that happen? Is that real? So he's like, yeah, the whatever wires and shit that run to your testicles, it's like 20 feet long, but it's coiled up. So he was like, I can actually pull your testicle out.
But you got wires?
I got wires in my nuts. So dude said, I can take your testicle out and literally walk halfway across the room with it in my hand.
Oh my God.
And then bring it back and put it in there, stitch you up, and you'll be fine.
This is like not a good conversation to have with somebody
I'm just
who
saying.
is anxious, who has just anybody. Like, why would you say that to a patient?
Well, he just wanted to give him a visual because he had anxiety about his nuts being removed from the scrotum. So he was giving him some information because I'm sure in his mind he thought, you go pull my nut out and it's gonna fall, it's gonna fall off and it's gonna roll across the floor, and it's not going back in. So
anyway, he explains all that shit and he's like, yeah, we're just gonna pull your testicle out to examine it and I'm gonna set it on like, I don't know, some shit. And again, my eyes, and then he's like, we're going to have to cut this sac that's inside your sac. It's called, I can't remember the name, but your inguinal canal runs to that sac. So, ladies and gentlemen, long story short, what happened was my stomach had shot some fluid into my scrotum, and it's not a two-way street. And that's supposed to be an area that closes off when you're a baby. But sometimes, like we know a baby that was born recently that had the same problem, but theirs was communicating. As an adult, it doesn't communicate. So anyway, cut my nuts open, pulled my testicle out, probably played like ping pong with it or some shit. I was under anesthesia. Did all this other shit. And then put a whole bunch of gauze and shit on it and like a little adult diaper and all this other shit. And every surgery I get, this is the one question that I ask them. And they all think I'm fucking nuts. You ain't gonna put no catheter in me, are you? Because my very first surgery, I woke up with a catheter in me, and I swear on everything that will never happen again. So, anyway, long story, less long. That happens, get home, then I got stitches in my nuts, and like, man, then I got this jock strap with all this gauze I had to keep replacing. I
Walking around like a dime store cowboy.
I could not take a shower because of some reason. So it's like you got to take hooker baths in the sink and whatnot. So I finally, like day 4 or whatever, however long you're supposed to wait to take the gauze off, I take the shit off and my fucking nuts are square. No bullshit. And I guess because the skin had stretched out so much from that Hydrocele that when he cut it and drained it and did all this other shit, it just looked like on one side, it just looked like a square. And I'm like, I got fucking square nuts now. And a scar. How did we get here? So, oh yeah, that's what's going on now. I pulled my groin. And a long way of saying I pulled my groin recently. And if you pull your groin as a male, sometimes your testicle can hurt on that side. So yeah, we specialize in nuts. Or as you see, I do. I specialize in nuts.
Thank you
You're
for
welcome.
that synopsis.
You're welcome. Would you like to hear about other surgeries of mine?
No, thank you.
I always
I'd
get
like
weird surgeries. I'm telling you.
To kind of get back to the
wise
portion of the show.
I got this shit called, no bullshit. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm lying to you not when I say every operation I get is weird. It's not normal. I got this shit called interstitial cystitis, right? Only women get that shit. But I have it.
Obviously not, so you're a woman. You're a chick.
Man.
Is that your way of telling us?
95% of women get it.
Is that your way of telling us that you're a trans man?
Nah, I got square nuts.
No.
Nah, I got square nuts. So
trans
ain't no
man.
denying
I get it. Okay.
Man. Anyway, Popeyes.
This is the legal part of this show.
Man, my nuts is legal too.
No, your nuts are not legal.
Quick survey. Have y'all had the chicken sandwich?
I have.
Fuck no.
I
haven't either.
I have had it. So trust me, from someone who has had it.
When did you have an opportunity to get it? Because that shit was like.
So let me tell you, Mish, you know.
So she bought one from out where she
No,
is.
she did not. Jefferson Highway. So let me tell you what happened. So this was
white privilege.
This was let me see, maybe like 3 weeks ago or so. And one day I walk into the office and she's like, "We're having Popeyes chicken sandwich for lunch." And I'm like, what? I mean, because this was out of the blue. Because literally, I had not heard anything about this whole Popeyes chicken sandwich craze. I did not know what was going on. But of course, you know, she is a semi-follower of all things social media. So she had heard, somebody posted it on her Facebook page and she was like interested. So she was like, "We're having this thing. And what do you want? Do you want the spicy or the regular?" This and that. I was like, "Give me a regular." I mean,
wait, so then you didn't have the sandwich?
No, I did.
Okay, so you got spicy.
No.
It's a spicy chicken sandwich.
No, it's not. You can have original or you can have spicy. And if it's spicy, they put spicy mayo on it. So this thing comes with the buns, like 3 pickles, chicken breast fried, and you can get spicy mayo. If you don't get spicy mayo, it just comes with the bun, the pickles, and the breast, the fried chicken breast. So anyway, she's all, yeah, let's go do it. And I'm like, sure, buy me one. Let me see what all of this stuff is about. So comes in, I'm looking at him like, okay, this is regular. And I open it up, take a bite. I'm like, okay. She, though, is like taking a bite and moaning like she's in the midst of the best orgasm she's ever had in her life. And I'm like,
That's with everything she eats, though.
but so I'm sitting up here and she's like, oh my God. It's a chicken sandwich. It is. It's good. Don't get me wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Is it better than Chick-fil-A?
Hell no.
And is it worth suing over?
No, but that's why I love America. I do. In spite of everything that we have going wrong, I still love America because only in America can you sue Popeyes because they ran out of chicken sandwiches. And so there is, and I'm sure you all have seen it, and those of you who have not, go out looking for it. This guy, I want to say it's in Texas. Can't remember the state, but just Google it. It'll pop up. He is suing Popeyes for emotional distress because he was unable to find a chicken sandwich. So as we know, Popeyes ran out of chicken sandwiches in a lot of different parts of the country. So this guy goes on a quest for a Popeyes chicken sandwich. So he goes all over his city trying to find a chicken sandwich. Could not find one. And he literally, hold up, I have to pull up the quotes because I was like,
that shit reminds me of that whole situation with the drive-through when Popeyes ran out of chicken and the news was down there. Lady was, how I'm supposed to feed my kids? This false advertisement.
It was, when I tell you this, I was laughing because the dude literally was talking about he was emotionally scarred. He said he could not rest, could not sleep because he could not find this chicken sandwich. He's also suing them. A part of his suit also includes property damage because as he was going to and fro trying to find this chicken sandwich, apparently he messed up one of the rims on his car. So
wait, the nigga can't drive and that's Popeye's fault.
Pretty much. Like I said, this dude literally said that his life, he cannot move forward with his life because he couldn't find and taste this chicken sandwich.
Wait, he did all this and never had it before?
Yes.
My goodness.
He heard about it.
See, that was the thing though, is everyone was out here running around trying to find this damn sandwich.
That's
and you know what's kind of I don't want to say alarming, but it's sad, but it's not. Black Twitter is what popularized this sandwich,
That's right.
So Popeye's got, some economist looked into it, the equivalent of $63.5 million in free advertisement and marketing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yo, that shit is just fucking nuts.
But that shows you, this is something that shows you the power of the internet. It shows you the power of social media and it shows
our culture.
Right. And I was about to say, it shows you the power of Black consumers because not only did it cause a boost in Popeye's profits, Chick-fil-A as well. And so then
How's Chick-fil-A?
Because people were buying to compare. So, because I can't tell y'all the number of videos that I saw. People had the Chick-fil-A sandwich. They had the Popeye sandwich. They're comparing them in the video.
Man, that tweet
on top of what
was funny as shit. The tweet was like from the fake Chick-fil-A account. Was like, y'all all pressed over this Popeye sandwich. You know what, nigga? We bless our sandwiches. We pray over each and every one of them.
Yes. And then you had businesses like churches and Burger King.
What about Bojangles?
Oh, please.
Dude, we don't even have that.
That's in Texas.
And who the fuck still eats at churches?
People eat churches.
Churches got that steroid.
Well, look,
Butter
churches
biscuits.
and Burger King and a whole lot of other, man, Winn-Dixie. Like everybody was trying to get a part of this whole chicken sandwich thing. Everybody was going in. So, yeah, it's funny.
That shit don't make no damn sense, man.
But I think people are still trying to find them.
They sold out everywhere now, like across the board. Although I did see a report, I want to say yesterday, saying that Popeyes in certain locations had ran out of bread or some shit like that. So you can bring your own bread to Popeyes and they would have made you your chicken sandwich on your bread.
Okay, so I found it. The man is from Tennessee. So listeners in Tennessee, y'all real crazy. I thought we did some shit, but the dude was in Tennessee and he's suing them for $5,000. So he said that once again, he said, all right, wait, so this is really you know what? I want to talk about the attorney who actually
That's what I was going to ask.
took this up. But
Who takes that case?
But okay.
People like you?
Really? People like me?
Sue
But
everybody.
but you know what? You're absolutely right. Just for the comedic value. I see, but
yeah, and you don't have a good name to tarnish, so I mean,
I do have a
fuck
good
it.
name. Thank you very much. But no, do you know what kind of this guy is getting this recognition? So you know what kind of recognition his lawyer is getting as well. But let me tell you what exactly he is suing for. He said that Popeyes is engaging in false advertising, deceptive business practices, and he paid somebody $25 because the guy had set up a Craigslist ad saying that he could get you a chicken sandwich. So he paid the dude $25. So part of his suit is also to recoup the $25 that he paid the guy. Because the guy said that he worked at a Popeyes location that had the chicken sandwiches and he could get him one. So
like this is off the back of a truck chicken sandwiches that
pretty much
he's suing Popeyes for?
Considering that these sandwiches are like $4 and some change, right? He paid $25. This is how crazy. So wait, rim and tire damages totaling $1,500. And he said he was humiliated because his friends laughed at him. Yeah.
He did that to himself.
So yes. So emotional distress as well.
Why isn't he suing his friends for laughing at him?
Well, the humiliation was caused by the fact that Popeyes ran out and he had to track this sandwich down. He was unable to do so. And he said he became obsessed because the internet told him to be obsessed with it. Hey, I'm telling you, social media influence is a very real thing, people. So yeah, $5,000.